look in the mirror and say, this is Devin, this is me. It sucks. Hey there, Coach Devin here, and I look like crap. Seriously, I mean, compared to people online, I look like crap. I look terrible. Let's talk about that, because that really is, frankly, ridiculous. Before we get going, hit that like and subscribe down below. Please share this with your friends. The reason I make these videos, been doing this a long time. It's 28 years for me almost in the fitness industry. I've owned a gym for 11 years. I have made every mistake possible. And I mean every single mistake that you can make in fitness, I've probably done it, or I know somebody who's done it. The reason I make this stuff is that I can try to help other people not make the mistakes I've made, and hopefully we can share good, honest, real information out there, not the garbage you find on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook, etc. Real information that will help you get more fit. So please subscribe, share, like. Thank you. All right. So, like I said, I look like crap. When I go on Instagram, Facebook, any kind of social media, I see fitness influencers. I follow a bunch of those. I see bodybuilders. Obviously, I'm into that stuff. Follow that. I see fitness models. And you know what? In comparison, I look terrible. I don't think I'm horribly unfit. I'm not a terribly unfit guy. However, do I have abs? Yeah, I have abs. They're not ripped to death with veins popping out of them. I have abs. I keep abs all the time. I think I'm pretty comfortable with the way I am. I like how I look for the most part, but then I get online and I start seeing people who look like $10 million. They've got abs and veins everywhere, just diced to pieces, and the girls look amazing and the guys look amazing. Everybody looks great, and I'm sitting there on my phone, scrolling away, going, man, I look freaking awful. I look like shit, quite frankly. Now, what does that do? What the heck is going on with that? Because in reality, I know when I look at myself, I'm like, okay, I'm not unfit. I think I'm pretty fit. I work out quite a lot. I take care of myself. I take care of my diet. I think I'm pretty fit. Why is it that social media is putting this out here? What the hell's going on? Here's the problem. And this is the problem. And I've been doing this, again, like I said, 28 years of being in the fitness industry. I've seen a lot of things come and a lot of things go. Social media has changed everything. And the reason it's changed everything is this. There are genetic freaks out there that look like $1 million. The girls have abs all the time. The guys have abs all the time. Great for them. Bully on you. The problem, the thing I have an issue with, and I'm going to complain about it a little bit here for you, is people who are lying to you. Transformations are amazing. We post transformations. They're real. They're honest. We don't screw with them. We say it's 8 weeks, it's 8 weeks. There's somebody that did this in a year. Whatever it happens to be, this is what they've done. It's cool. I'm proud of those people. I'm like, yeah, good for you. That's incredible. You know, that's the kind of stuff we want to do, because that gets me off, gets me excited. I get off on the fact when I see people reach their goals and do cool stuff and change their lives. That makes me excited. The problem is the social media experts, influencers, whatever the hell you want to call them, the people who are posting some transformation pictures and they're going the Go Hard 75-day whatever challenge, well, those people are lying to you. And here's how they're lying to you. There's people who have had a ton of surgery and are lying to you. And listen, I'm not ripping surgery. If you're somebody who's lost a lot of weight and you need to fix loose skin problems, good on you. I believe in it. My ex-wife, she had 3 kids. She had C-sections all 3 times. She was not happy with her stomach. I thought she looked fine, but she didn't like the way her stomach looked. So you know what? She wanted to fix that. She did it. She looked like $1 million afterwards. Not against plastic surgery or surgery in any kind. However, I do think you should be honest with it. If I go out there and I get a ton of liposuction, okay, and then I heal up, and then I'm like, look at my abs. This is my new diet by Devin, Body by Devin diet. Look what I've done. That's not real. That's not honest. I've had a bunch of liposuction. That's bullshit. Quite frankly, it's just baloney. And that's not cool, but that's being done all the freaking time. So again, I'm not against plastic surgery per se, but I'm against stuff when somebody lies about what they're doing later. You don't necessarily have to say it, but if you're gonna make money on somebody and say, look at my abs, when you've had a ton of liposuction, or you've had implants in your abs, not cool. I've seen fitness models who are selling booty workouts and they've had surgery on their butts. And listen, if you want to get implants in your butt, whatever, works for you, okay, I get it. I understand. People want to have a butt son. Not everybody does. It's very hard to get that. I happen to be someone who has a big butt. Lots of people say, I'd like to have your butt. You know what? I just happen to have that. That's luck of the draw for me. So I'm, again, not against somebody who wants to get plastic implants in their butt or whatever they put in there, but Don't then say, hey, buy my booty program. What's the booty program? Going to the doctor? Like, come on now. It's the same thing as the people who are using performance-enhancing drugs. There's a ton of that out there. A ton. The guys are using steroids, they're doing growth hormone, they're doing clenbuterol, which is a fat burner. They're just pounding that shit into themselves. The girls quite often are using Anavar and clenbuterol and tons. They're using all this stuff, and then they're saying, check out my before and after. I'll tell you, I did a before and after thing. I did 9 weeks of it or 10 weeks of it last year, January 1st forward. And I was like, my goal was to get ripped and say, this is what happens. You can do it. I did it. And all I did with it was I worked out really freaking hard and I calorie restricted. And you know what? It sucked. It was hard as hell. I respect anybody who has lost weight naturally. And if you want to take drugs, again, I don't really care if you want to take drugs or not, but don't tell somebody, look what you can do when you're lying. That's not cool. It's not real. And the problem, what we're seeing is all these influencers online and the fitness models and the bodybuilders who are trying to say, the trainers trying to sell you their programs, a lot of them are full of shit. It's facts. They're just lying to you because they're putting all this stuff out there that isn't real. The stuff they're doing is fake. And then I look at myself and you look at yourself and you're like, oh man, I look terrible. And just like I started this video, think about it for a second. I started this video and said, I look like crap. When I compare myself and I look in the mirror and say, this is Devin, this is me, it sucks. It sucks when I compare myself to someone on Instagram or any other social media. It just is true. And I can't imagine what other people are feeling. Well, actually, I can't imagine how other people are feeling. Everybody feels like me. You feel awful. Because I look in the mirror on my own and I'm like, I think I look pretty good. I'm happy with it. And then I look at social media and I'm like, ooh, Devin, that's not good. That's all bad. That stuff is a vicious, horrible cycle. Horrible cycle. And it creates all kinds of bad stuff. Look, the biggest thing you can do, I think, is try to be honest. If you're going to sell something to someone, honest. Don't lie about it. If you happen to be selling weight loss, sell weight loss reasonably. If you're going to say, hey, I want my clients to use drugs, then you know what? Say it. Just say it. It's okay. If you want to do that, go your boots on that. But don't play something and pretend that it's real that isn't real. That's problematic. And what it does is it gets in our heads. It's hard on all of us. We beat each other up. We think we look like crap or like, oh man, I'm terrible. And then bad things happen again and again and again because we tend to compare ourselves to each other. It's life. Everybody does it, right? I've been in relationships before where I've had people who I was in a relationship with who were very uncomfortable with the fact that I was fitter than they were. Now, to me, I was like, okay, well, I don't see what the issue is. But for them, that was hard. They didn't like it. They're like, man, I feel bad when I'm around you because you're more fit than me. I don't know. I didn't really think of it. Now, my wife is much smaller than I am. She's tiny. Okay, great. I think she looks great, right? I think great on her, right? She is naturally leaner than I am. She looks like $1 million. I'm proud of her. Good for her. But the problem is we all compare when we're comparing to social media. And social media is lying to you all the time. And these people are lying to you through surgeries, through drug use, through whatever, through editing the crap out of their pictures. That's what they're doing out there. So how do we change this perception? You got to think about it honestly. Think about it honestly and realize this is a lie. It's fake. It's not real. It's like Donald Trump would say, it's fake news. It's not real stuff. And you know what? People, look, everybody's trying to put the best version of themselves online. I get that. I don't get on here and act like a jerk because, you know what? Obviously, I don't think I'm a jerk, but you know what? I'm not going to post my worst moment on a YouTube video. I don't do that. Everybody tries to post their best. So yes, you're going to, they're going to pose the right way and stand like this or whatever it happens to be. That's all okay. But if you're going to get, a ton of plastic surgery and then try to sell a program to somebody, that's not cool because you're misleading people, and misleading is not cool. It's just not fair. It's not reasonable. You're lying to somebody. If you're going to do a bunch of drugs, don't do it. Next time you get on social media, don't believe it. Don't believe what you see on social media. Believe what you see real people, me being a real person, other trainers out there being real people. Look at them. Being fit is fine. Comparing yourself is bad. And it infuriates me because I work in this industry and I have passion for this industry. I love this. I love helping people get fit. That turns me on. But you know, there's nothing worse than watching people beat themselves up and feeling like you're beating yourself up. Because you know what? I had this experience this morning. Looking in the mirror and I'm like, man, I look terrible. And seriously, that's what I said. I look terrible. And then I thought, I gotta make a video on that because that's the stupidest thing I think I've ever said. Or one of them. I'm not the brightest guy in the world and I say tons of dumb stuff. Ask my wife. I've said many dumb things in my life. But that one I think is high on the list. If you have comments, questions, if you have compared yourself, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. Have yourself a great day, everybody. Don't fight the awesome.